Good morning, everybody. It's Bill with Franklin Loan Center, Wednesday morning, and just wanted to again stick with the theme, removing roadblocks to home ownership. And look, one of the things that just cannot we just can't hide from it, from the real estate world, is and as you see in the title, like, isn't my mortgage payment, I've looked at this, and a mortgage payment is so much more than my rent. Like, what am I going to do about that? Like, I mean, how do I reconcile to paying a higher mortgage payment, right? When I've got for a comparable house, when I've already got a lower rent payment. And I love that question, and it's really valid. And look, the reality is like, the payment has to fit your budget. I mean, I never want to see someone, hey Gail, it's good to see you. Thanks for chiming in. But I love to see people like buy at a sane monthly mortgage payment, because there's nothing worse than being strapped, right? But the crazy thing is what I think is easy to lose sight of is, with that in mind, within a sane budget, it's really important to note, and particularly if you do your mortgage right, you plug into a 10-year fixed or a 30-year fixed or something like that, that's a fixed period that's going to live for the majority, if not all of the time you're going to own that house. You have a fixed payment. Your rent is not going to be fixed. I mean, you might have that one landlord out there that's never going to raise your rent, but that's like a needle in a haystack, right? And the crazy thing is we've got some rent versus buy stuff, and I'll put one of these in a graphic down in the comments after we get off. But in a rent versus buy scenario, it is really crazy when you look at, if you just apply kind of here in Southern California, we usually use a base rent increase of about 4%. Is what I usually work into these. It's kind of historically, that's about where it'll end up. Sometimes it's none, sometimes it's a bunch, but it's definitely one of those things where it's good to see that, hey, rents are going up, and this chart will show you usually like year 5, maybe 6, you're seeing yourself break even against against what the rent would be at that time. And the nice thing is of course, throughout all that, you're also amortizing away the mortgage, which gets back to kind of my core sort of thinking on any real estate purchase. Is it is a long-term plan, right? You've got to get in there. The real idea is, remember, I've said this 100 times, there's almost nothing more powerful in your retirement than a home that's free and clear. It takes care of a lot of cash flow issues. So anyway, that comes up all the time. It's a super valid concern, is what about that higher payment? I think if you can look at it longer term, that's where it really makes good sense. Again, you've got to pay attention to the short term as well. I think the other thing is, and I know we're all kind of preparing to get our taxes done here in the next couple of months and whatnot, but I think it's also noteworthy is there are still tax benefits as well to owning a home. Everyone's got to talk to their own CPA, of course. But that, you can't ignore that either. So anyway, getting a little long-winded today, but appreciate you listening. Please like, share, and comment, and I will talk to you all next week. Bye-bye.